Grand Rising, peoples. Grand Rising. We're going to listen to Dr. Henrik Clarkel this morning. Powerful speech. Powerful speech.
They gave me another assignment. They didn't pick me up to go to the assignment. I followed their instructions and waited at the hotel. I would love to be here when I can be more fully in depth on this subject, because there's a whole lot of illusions about Africa's relationship with other people in the world. There's a whole lot of illusion about our relationship to the religions in the world. And these belief systems that had its origin in Africa, all of them, and there is no exception, turned on African people. I said there is no exception. And that's one thing you have to get through your mind and keep it. Nothing that ever came from the European mind was meant to do anything but facilitate European domination of the world. And I said there's no exception. Everything that was brought into this continent, everything, every idea, every so-called religion was meant to dominate and to control. The Arabs had no illusions about it. The Europeans had no illusions about it. You were the ones with the illusions. And yet every element that went into the making of every major religion in the world started in Africa. Why is it that you are so naive? You let people redress something that you invented, sell it back to you, and enslave you through it. I'm saying that all organized present religions are male chauvinist murder cults. And I say there is no exception. Well, I wanted to be here earlier. I wanted to deal with our relationship with the people of the world and the fact that we created peaceful nations that had no word for jail because no one had ever gone to one. No word for old people's home because no one ever thrown away grandma and grandpa. No word for orphanage. We did all of this, and over half of human civilization was over before
Brand new SUV parked down here in this alley.
Before he wore a shoe or lived in a house that has a window. Now Africa has always and still is the prize for the whole world. We as a people have always been the world's richest people, culturally rich, mineral rich. We have always been the prize because we have always had and still have something that other people won't, think they can't do without, and don't care to pay for.
Look at that, John. Sitting there parked in the alleyway right there.
Because we have always been the prize.
I see that.
We have been under siege for over 3,000 years. Nothing that ever brought into Africa from the outside was meant to do the African any good. That means all other religions. Islam was the handmaid of imperialism. Christianity was the handmaid of European imperialism. The Hebrew faith was the handmaid of a concept called the chosen people. Now, if God is kind and God is merciful and God has no stepchildren, he won't choose one over the other. And to say he chose some people, you're making him a bigot.
Straight
and to say that he endorsed enslavement of one people over the other, you're making him an accessory to murder. The Arabs used Islam to rationalize their slavery and their imperialism. The Europeans used Christianity to rationalize their slavery and imperialism. Who are you kidding about friends in the world? Damn it, if you want a friend, look in the mirror.
Yeah.
There's a billion African people on the face of this earth. Why are you buying third-rate junk from third-rate people Japanese bought cars, bought locomotives, broke them down and studied them, and had a Japanese technician produce each piece, put it together, and had a much better train than the one they copied from. All knowledge in the world belongs to everybody in the world. Yes. Who has programmed our mind in assuming that we cannot run a nation and run it well? The main thing imperialism did, slavery and imperialism, that they removed African people from the respectful commentary of history. And they tell them something they are still telling them, and all of the organized religions are guilty of this. I favor none of it because Africa didn't need any of it. I'm saying that African belief systems, properly understood, is 10 times better than Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. And better for the African. Now you might have some romance with one of these religions. I have no romance with any of them. I have a romance with reality and truth. And it just can fall where they may after I tell it. As for friends,
what's going on, Brother Dave?
No, I see the color.
Right.
The color, I said
Everything good, Dave?
Yeah, man, but I hear what happened that time I hear, you know.
Yeah.
You just what to be what you do.
Right. That's it. That's all we can do. Keep peace in our heart. That's it, Dave. You know? Yeah. Have a good one, Dave. All right.
East, and you get some of the basic information on there. Now, the first visitors to Africa came in the 1700s BC. These were the people who would later be called Hebrew. Now, let's keep a ticklish on this because black people think that everything in the Bible is true. Question the intelligence of anyone who thinks everything in the Bible is true or supposed to be true.
Dr. John Henry Clark, y'all. That's who we listening to.
Stories told to illustrate a point at a time when there were very few people reading books. And most of what you went into the making of the Bible was copied from Egyptian texts. Now, if you want to get so dewy-eyed over the Bible, which is a carbon copy of a carbon copy, why don't you go back and read the original Egyptian text? Then you see where all these stories started from. You see where the story of the Exodus started from. Now, you get so dewy-eyed, you actually think there was an Exodus. These people walked into Africa. Why couldn't they walk out? Why did they have to go by sea? Why did they see at the bar? If you read Egyptian literature, you will discover that the whole story of somebody parting the sea started with about 3,000 years before the Hebrew entered. Now you go Hebrew entered from Western Asia. Now let's get one thing straight because black people are confused about all religions. Now I'm not against any religion. I'm a very spiritual human being. I just don't need a preacher to preach no 10 Commandments to me when he's a backslider going with some other man's wife. I'm intelligent enough to pick from the 10th Commandment, not commandments anyway, but they were omissions of purity at the great school at Luxor, great African training school. All right, now, let's get into this Western Asia. I'm saying that the people who came from Western Asia escaping famine did not have any Hebrew faith when they came into Africa. And there's no record of a Hebrew faith before there. Why is it that when they left Africa in the so-called Exodus, they had all three? African culture, an African religion, and an African language. Now look at the origin of so-called people you now refer to as Jews. You're mistaken using that reference because the word Jew is of European origin. And the people in Europe who call themselves by their name have no relationship to the biblical people of the Hebrew faith. And I'm saying that that the people we now call Jews entered world history with their visit to Africa. And when Africa was invaded,
I can put my long johns on, y'all.
BC, instead of joining the Africans who had been their beneficiary and saved them from starvation, they joined the enemies of Africa. No one has ever returned any favors to us. As a people, we have always been hospitable to strangers, mostly the wrong stranger. And what we have to understand now, in the period of superior brainwashing, is there is no European answer for African problems. Either Africans find a solution to African problems, or there is no solution. And if you don't find a solution soon, you go back into slavery.
Right.
We have to stop all of this nonsense about who belongs to what religion when all of them were imposed on us in the first place. We stop all this fight between Muslims and Christians when neither one of the religions are doing them any good or moving them toward independence. All of them are handmaids of conquerors. All of them are religions of conquerors. We were naive when we accepted their interpretation of something that we had all along. I'm saying we need to take a good look at ourselves. I'm not talking about running churches. I'm not talking about getting rid of religion. Understand me well.
Pep rally today, y'all.
I am saying that every single thing that touches your life, religion, socially, and politically, must be an instrument of your liberation, or you must throw it into the ash can of history.
I need to look back. When you look back, that's when you took off your square.
And if you develop a liberation Islam, you
Yeah.
have to turn off the supreme slave traders who were in the slave trade 1,000 years before the Europeans, the Arabs. And most brothers who think that Islam was forerunners, vanguards of Arab propaganda. They have enough above joining the Jews against black people. In America, they're already doing it in Detroit. In America, they're already doing it in real estate. You got some Jewish eyes saying that you got a friend. I still ask you to look at that mirror. And if nothing's staring back at you that's friendly, then you've got no friend. This is when you start friends. All right. I'm saying something which you need to reconsider. I'm saying that everything that came into Africa, every people that came into Africa, did not come to do Africa any good. Everyone and every religion and every people came into Africa, declared war on African culture. They began the bastardization of African people, created confused mulatto who didn't know whether he'd be loyal to his mother's people or his father's people. That confusion is still here. The fascination for the color of the conqueror and the fascination to go to bed with the conqueror. Now that's wrong and mean, but it's true. Now, sometime ago, a North African leader, Gaddafi, was sending some Libyans to study in Europe. And he told them, what any good nationalist would tell students going to study, I'm not sending you to Europe to find a wife.
Grand Rising, son, bro.
I'm sending you to Europe to gain the technology to come back and make Libya a strong nation, a strong Islamic nation, and a strong Arab nation. And you cannot achieve any of this between the legs of a European woman. When is somebody going to get strong enough to tell Africans going to school, you're going to come back home and pair up with a sister. But if you want to pair up over there, stay over there. Now, you have to look at, and I'm sorry, I'm going to have to conclude on this because I've left out a body of information. At the university, I teach an entire course, semester course, on Africa's relationship to other people. And I devote several semesters to Africa before Europe, the consequences of the coming of the Greeks, who stole a lot that they think is their culture, stole a lot that you think is Greek philosophy. We've been the victims of propaganda. And yet, if you read the Journal of African Civilization, other works, we have lived in Europe, we've lived in Asia, we've lived in the Americas. The African people have already proved that they can get along with different people, amalgamate their culture with different people without one hint of a war between us. People who come into Africa immediately declare war on African culture, standards of beauty, standards of conduct, and change the African concept of theirs so they can move through him. This was true of the Greeks, who began the bastardization against the European bastardization of Africa.
Good morning. How you doing, brother?
Began at 3,000 years before that. The Romans, a bunch of well-dressed thugs who could write well but couldn't think, who borrowed practically everything. They laughed at the Africans' concept of Christianity. The African was practicing and not giving it a name. This is why you don't know nothing about the African origins of Christianity. This is why a whole lot of people will not read Ben Yarkinen's The African Origins of the Major Western Religions. Africa, mother of Western civilization, a black man of the Nile. Because he's telling it like it is, but you also will not read white radicals who identified Africa as the origin of the great religions of the world, especially Alvin Boyd Kuhn in his work, Who is This King of Glory? And shout out the 3rd century. We have dealt with John Jackson, another radical black historian, like man, God, and civilization. We let some of our great scholars die in hunger, die wanting for friendship. Now, having devoted my greater portion of my life to scholarship and teaching and digging up information on African people and trying to make African people face reality, I have often said a point that I wish you to consider. I didn't have to do it. I chose to do it. And if I had to do it over again, I would do it better. I have a lot of talent other than the talent to teach and to research. I've never met a rich man who had a better mind than me. So if I were to succeed as a rich man, I could have done that. I never met a crook who wasn't a fool. I could have been a good crook if I chose to be a crook.
Mary Turner, y'all right there, hanging from the tree. Here it go, right here. Mary Turner. You already knew that. Harriet Tubman on the $20 bill that they promised us and never got. Harriet Tubman right here, y'all. With the shoddy. And then we know Francis Quest Welsing, Ashe. Dr. Francis Quest Welsing. But I knew I had that picture right there, Mary Turner. I'll shake to the queen. We should go right here. Y'all know the story of that, right? Y'all know the story of Mary Turner, 1918. Never forget, y'all. Do the research. Mary Turner, 1918. Where they killed their husband. And I told this story. They killed their husband, and she went to get justice for her husband. And the colonizers found out. And they brutally raped her, beat her. She was pregnant 8 months. They cut her belly open. The baby dropped out. They stomped the baby with their boots, crushed the baby's skull, hung her, and then shot her over 20 times, y'all. The story of Mary Turner, 1918. Do the research, y'all. Who that, y'all? Who that? That's King Sun Ra right there, y'all. That's King Sun Ra. You heard? Y'all know who that is, right? Y'all know who that is? That's the Black God, you heard? That's the Black God. The Dogon people here, y'all. See, everything was cosmos, universe, spirituality, before any religion even came into Africa. That's what the studies was in Africa. The Dogon people. Do the research on the Dogon people. Dogon people. The African Dogon people. You heard? And I most definitely don't want them. Y'all need to know, don't let them suck you for your nutrients. Don't let them suck you for your nutrients, ladies and gentlemen. You see that? Don't let them suck you for your nutrients. Stay vigilant, or you'll end up like that. You heard? And that's what that abortion thing is about, y'all. Y'all see what they do when they do abortions? And y'all support this? Y'all support this? This is what they do to abortions? Y'all see this? Harvesting baby parts, selling organs and shit like that. Y'all support this shit? I need y'all to wake up. See that? That's what y'all support when y'all support abortions and things of that nature. Let's be real. Let's keep it 100. I told you we keep it 100 over here, y'all. But that's what y'all supporting when y'all going out and voting? Huh? That's what the Democrats running off of, y'all? What I just showed y'all? Let me show y'all one more time. For those who didn't see it. So when you pull that ballot in November and you with the other party, just remember you supporting this. You heard? This is just what you supporting when you pull that ballot November the 8th. But they ain't gonna tell y'all that. This is what y'all supporting, man. See that? Y'all see that? This is what y'all supporting, man. When y'all pull that ballot November the 8th. And that's a fact. And that's what they running. That's what the Democrats running off of. That they gonna take your rights away from you to have an abortion. But this is what's happening, y'all. When you abort your baby, this is what you voting on. Y'all voting on this foolishness. You know what I'm saying? harvesting baby body parts and killing. Who gives them the power to kill, y'all? Y'all see that? Y'all see that? This is what you support November the 8th when you get out and pull that ballot? Huh? You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed. Was you aborted when you was born? Did your mother abort you? See, but you here aborting other kids. And y'all supporting that foolishness, man. That's why y'all gotta wake up, y'all. Look at this precious baby here. See, they was aborting our babies back in slavery. And y'all continue on going with that same route, right? Narrative. See this? You see Mary Turner? That's what abortion come from, when they cut her baby out her womb when she was 8 months. And then when the baby hit the ground, they stomped the baby skull and crushed the baby's skull with their boots. That's what y'all supporting. And I don't want to hear, oh, no, we not. No, we not. Look. That's all y'all got to do is wake up. Wake up, y'all. Stop supporting foolishness, y'all. And I'm bringing y'all facts. I told you we kick facts over here on this channel. I know a lot of people disagree with it, but hey, the truth will set you free. You know what I'm saying? The truth most definitely will set you free. And let's get back into Dr. John Henry Clark.
I've sat with women who've had to make the difficult choice to get an abortion.
Listen.
It can be traumatic and life-altering, but Dr. Oz calls it murder.
John
It
Fetterman
is.
will defend a woman's
It
right
is
to
murder.
choose.
Y'all
Vote
seen it.
Fetterman, November 8th.
It is murder.
Kellogg's combine crunchy oat
He
clusters
said
with a
he
touch of
supports
honey,
murder. It's murder.
juicy raisins.
When y'all get them abortions, you're murdering their fetus.
If I chose to be a crook,
That's what
I
y'all
chose to
doing.
be a teacher of African history. I chose to look in the Bible where I couldn't find my people. I started looking for them in the world, and I didn't stop until I found them. And I know why they are left out of the Bible. I know why all the angels are white. You mean to tell me God is merciful, God is kind, and not one little brown or black angel sneaked into heaven? I ain't buying that.
I ain't buying it either.
Now the Bible that you get so dewy-eyed over is one of the greatest pieces of propaganda ever written. If you want to read the Bible, why don't you read the Bible one day and read Mein Kampf the next day and see the comparison? That's hard on your mind. Because you think if you don't have Christianity, Islam, or Judaism, you don't have to have spirituality. I've got more spirituality after I put all of them down. All right, now let me conclude something that has no conclusion. We have to look at the impact of Europeans on Africa. All impacts have been negative. The Romans laughed at the early African Christians. Finally, for political reasons, they stopped killing Christians and became Christians. I'm saying the Europeans became Christians for political reasons, as the Arabs became Muslim for political reasons, and the so-called Jews became Hebrews for political reasons. People use organizations for political reasons, and what we get so dewy-eyed and think we're dealing with the truth. If you look at indigenous African religion, belief systems, if you look at the idea when Africans had no churches of any consequence, because these fools came here and said, this is the house of God, and the Africans looked at that church and said, if God made the wind, the spring, made the ocean roll, and you're going to tell me he can fit into a little thing you call a church? That is no house of God. So somehow we had the common sense enough to move away from it, and some had the common sense to point it down. I'm saying that you're close.